in the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Going to be a 43-yard play, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over.
Oh, shit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there. They're hustling him quickly to make the play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and have to lean on that running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 4th down, ball is the corner, Colby Wildman. That'll be a 44-yard move, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
You slow down someone's running game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They didn't even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talked to says the exact same thing. When they start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Lewis's throw taken in by Samuel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gonna throw right side here, complete. It's across midfield and inside the 45. So in their territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Lance. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you don't make. Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play. We're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to throw. Touchdown Bears. Tre'Quan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following a touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, they get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on the punt. Take it at the 37. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few games.
Yeah, they certainly are. Let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to couch time. While they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they run this to the 45.
I think when they look at this offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They are moving the ball around. Yes, but it's a different thing. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one early down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cooper Kupp hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
At the line, prepping for the next drive, the Bears offense. It's hard to fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 4. They get 6. That'll leave them with 34. 16-0. That's the score after 1. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be back up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety.
No, not at all. It's almost like the basis clearing over, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. Just messes things over for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And making a tackle there to Corey Durant.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes are coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd catch of this first half, and this one is a first down. Play action, now it's Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, here we are in the season of giving, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may
try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, it hasn't been a picture-perfect first half for his defense to this point, but that's a big play to get right back in the ballgame.
And I think think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had trouble running into the end zone, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
And there will not be a return. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and we feel that way. I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Mack Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got it down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. On 4th down on is Kobe Rodman now the front. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive is a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That will go for 7 yards. The Vikings at 4-7 now this year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 44, Lance. And that's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're getting a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced it.
I believe they closed down. They're going to take another look at this play. All reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Check it out.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to throw again. He'll get this one complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, wow, like I say.
For the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incomplete pass here now, he is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They got to worry a little bit about the third because they prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. That's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they throw a pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now. They'll come on 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Off of play action, here's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Finding room at midfield. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Chicago! Cooper Kupp with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see. And my goodness, another interception. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So the switch ends as the 3rd. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. Completion here to Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Lance going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Lance. The quick slant caught. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Dobbins. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Lance now on 3rd and goal. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Lance. Touchdown, Vikings. J.K. Dobbins from 4 yards out. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
To the 43, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
It's 3rd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. The lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were...
Yeah. You're in the presence of the